Alright, hey, yeah, I just wanted to show off a couple of the things in this game that I think make it unique and, I don't know, interesting, that work a bit differently than they would in the other Souls games. So first off, this would be like the hub world. It'll look different because this is like what it looks like at the end of the game. But so these are runes. They're what works like rings and talismans and Elden Ring, and they just have various buffs and effects. You can have up to 3, and then these oath runes or whatever you call them, they're more like covenants. They do have different effects, but like they affect co-op in ways I don't really think they basically covenants from Dark Souls, and these would basically be rings from Dark Souls. Your weapons do have durability, but if your weapon breaks, it doesn't really, it doesn't break, and you just like come repair them here, but they don't like actually break, they just do less damage. And then the blood gems are kind of like, they're just like different buffs, like they have different effects. So for example, this one I have, or let's go to a weapon I actually use. So one blood gem ups my physical attack 16%, one ups at 18%, one ups at 14%. So this whole thing is just to make it most like damage without any magic. This I think I have add arcane attack because it's a magical weapon. It's actually a Moonlight Greatsword, Dark Moon Greatsword, Elden Ring. And yeah, mostly I just use the attack up ones. Some are cursed. So like, see this one, weapon durability down 5.1, but it ups my physical attack more, so it's a better gem. I don't really use cursed ones too much, but they're better. Like they'll give you more damage and everything. Alright, so that's pretty much all this show here. These are how you like teleport to the areas. So these are chalice dungeons. Up there's the DLC, and then these are like various stages of the game. I guess I'll just go to the first area and show off. Mostly I guess I think the biggest thing I want to show off is really how what you would want to call spells differs, because yeah, they're like consumable items. Another thing that I think I mentioned before is blood vials. They don't replenish, so every time you use one, it's gone. They're pretty cheap. I probably on this character have like 500 maybe, because since I don't like level up anymore, I just spend all my money on blood vials. Also, you can grind them right where I'm about to go. So there's not really shields. I mean, there is a shield. There's 2 shields actually, but they're horrible. I would not recommend using a shield here. I'll just show you. This guy's gonna like do half my. Okay, well maybe if he hits me with something, it's not a torch. Whatever. Alright, and see, oh, I don't have stamina. See how I got some health back by hitting him? It would have been cooler if I hit him more, but yeah, there you go. But I ran out of stamina. So the crux of your left hand is going to want to be your gun. I mean, you don't have to use the gun. There's other things. There's like a flamethrower. But the way to get off like a parry is you shoot them. So I can't parry in Dark Souls or Elden Ring to save my life. However, I can do it in this game. So the gun I have is the Evelyn. It's a light game gun, but it shoots pretty quick, so you just kind of gotta shoot the guy before he hits you, and they'll go down. These guys are really easy to practice it on. And you just hit R1 to do that. And these guys also always drop blood vials, so if you don't have runes, which, I mean, it's not that hard to get them. It's easier to buy blood vials, I think, but these guys will always drop blood vials. Alright, and then let's show off some of the, so yeah, the hunter's tools, or like spells or whatever, they're consumable items, so they're like square, the same thing as say if you had like a ritual pot. There's like fire bombs in this game. I really like the old hunter's bone, so see I had 25 bullets, now I have 21, so I guess it uses 4? Yeah, and it just makes you dash quicker, and it lasts like a limited amount of time. And then I don't remember what this one. Oh yeah, this is the lightning one, right? Yeah, it kind of uses a lot of bullets too. You kind of can have like unlimited bullets, but it takes health, and you can only hold up to 5 extra bullets at a time. So if you hit up on the D-pad, you get some bullets, but it's 5 extra. Alright, actually, I'm gonna go back up here. So I think the coolest thing about the weapons in this game, and there's not a lot of weapons, but they're all, I feel like, have a lot of thought to them, is that they're all trip weapons, so they all have 2 different movesets. So like this is my light one, which uses my one hand, so I could have a gun or whatever I want in my left hand. And then the trick form would be the great sword, and they combo into one another, which is probably like my favorite part, is like you can combo it. And every weapon will have like 2 movesets like that. This one's extra moveset is you just buff it and it takes your own health away, but it makes it more powerful. I don't use this weapon a lot, but it's pretty cool. It's slow. There's other slow weapons that look better. And also it drinks your health. Thought I had the Moonlight Greatsword equipped. This thing's cool. This is the arm of one of the bosses. Literally an arm of a boss. I never really used it either, but it's a cool concept. Moonlight Greatsword. It's my favorite version of the Moonlight Greatsword. It's like a laser beam, and it has a range attack. And yeah, a lot of like the heavier weapons, when you switch to this mode, you don't have your left hand. Wow. I'm pretty overpowered. Alright, let's show off a call from beyond. This thing is overpowered as hell. Well, I didn't know they can hit me through that, but I killed most of them. I thought they wouldn't be able to hit me through that. Oh well. Something that's kind of annoying is that like you have to go back to the hunter's dream, the hub world, to travel, and if you only get your blood vials back from storage if you die or you travel back. So you see how I died? I have all my bullets and all my vials filled as long as I had those in my storage. Otherwise, like if I co-op with you, you summon me and I use like 3 healings and then I go back to my world, I don't have those 3 healings, so I have to kill myself or go back. This is one of the hunter skills I like too. It does too much damage. It's kind of like a stronger version of this one. The Executioner's Girls kind of does the same thing, but it shoots out 3 instead of 1. Then Electric Boy, of course. I don't use that ever. And they all scale off your arcane stat. Oh, probably show off my stats. I'm pretty overpowered in this character. The max is 544, but I mean, other than Blood Tinge, which I have a whole character related to Blood Tinge, it's kind of like Arcane and Bloodborne, which is funny, because in this game, Arcane is like intelligence, and Blood Tinge is like bleed. I would say that Blood Tinge in this game is kind of like Arcane and Bloodborne. A lot of like the bleed stuff deals with Blood Tinge, and I have a whole character based on it, but I'm not gonna get it. I won't even be able to kill these guys with any of the Blood Tinge weapons, really. Also, your gun scales off Blood Tinge, but you don't really use your gun for damage. You might be able to. I definitely don't get good damage output. It's mostly just fun. Modder's Whistle. I know you see the Modder's Whistle is not that good, and maybe it isn't that good. It's really sick. I love it. Like, how is that not the sickest thing in the world? It's so cool. Alright. And yeah, I'll show you like the weapon combo in real time. It's sick. There's definitely a lot less weapons in this game. This is all of them. This is every weapon in the whole game. So like compared to Elden Ring, which has like at least 100 weapons, this is not a lot, but they're all very unique in their own way. So this is kind of like the same weapon, but instead of a sword you have a hammer. It's pretty cool. I think like the type of weapons you would probably like. I think like the Blades of Mercy and like what's like early that it's not that late game is cool. Well, same weapon I was using. You get this pretty early too. So with the Blades of Mercy or daggers, the trick form is you just have two of them, and you can pretty. It's not very good for group. Some of the like NPC bosses, I use these on, and I just hug them against the corner because they're annoying to fight. So you just kind of hug them against the corner and you can't do anything. And yeah, you get those pretty early. Well, you can get them early by killing somebody that you can't kill. The weapons you would start with probably be, well, I would probably say, where is it? Maybe this isn't all the weapons. I might have put some weapons in storage. This is probably my second favorite weapon in the game, or tied for my favorite weapon. Pizza cutter. Pretty sick. And like, it doesn't use like a mana, there's no mana bar, it just uses your stamina. So, use them until your stamina runs out. See, there is a couple weapons I noticed I don't have, so this isn't all of them, but there really isn't many more. This thing's pretty cool. It turns to a bow. There's really no other range like melee weapon. I don't remember how it works, or if it uses a bullet. It does use a bullet. Okay. Yeah. I never use this either, but it's a cool idea. Oh, that's cool. So you like hit them. That's cool. Yeah, as far as like the spell things go, I think I actually showed you them all. There's not that many. There's the Beast Roar I didn't show you, which kind of just pushes enemies back. Choir Bell heals allies. I like this one. It buffs your weapon, but you can't have your weapon buffed already. So like since this does blood tinge damage, I can't buff it. But on like this adds arcane damage. I use that quite a bit. Beast Roar, kind of just like pushes them away. It's not that exciting. Yeah, really, that's about it. I don't know if I picked the best area because you're really not supposed to fight all these guys. Like, it's not feasible. Like, I'm pretty sure you're just supposed to do what I'm doing right now. But I still want to kill some shit. I don't know if, I think I mentioned this. This is like pretty much the very, very beginning of the game. Alright, that's safer up here, kinda. That's that shortcut you would open later. Some doggy boys up here. You, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty overpowered, so I just couldn't do nothing. This whole area is kind of hard. Like, this is even another part you should probably just run through. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to show off. Go kill some wolves. See if I'm really good at like parrying, like human enemies or giant enemies. These guys, I'm really bad at doing it. And there I go. I do it perfectly, but. There's a lot of these type of enemies in the game, and I'm always really bad at getting them. Oh yeah, I don't have any bullets. Oh well. That about does it.